as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Watson just beating the play clock. Steps away to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off play action. Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Philly. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Buying time to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Wilson.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They go play action now. Wilson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 42. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Faking the give. Now Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. And that'll be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it. Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Watson off play action. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott Good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
7 yards, the pickup there. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left.
And now Watson throws another interception. picked off by Bryce Hall.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now Wilson on first down. Caught by Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break. Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced The incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On second down, here's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Philly. On first down, Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10.
They begin with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now it's Wilson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go, team. Big Sears right here. Check 9.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the interception, here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. third down, Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Watson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And all the way down to the 35. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And one more time, that's Watkins.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays, Terry Bradshaw.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing, because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Jets are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Wilson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing now is Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the field down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating. Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead. There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not? Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on
Every week in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off down at the 2.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Watson now to throw. This is Smith with a grab. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play.